going to start the video this way. First of all, okay, this is my left eye. But when I look at the screen, it's on the right side. So all these things with our vision, when we look out, if we're seeing out into a looking glass, meaning we're seeing out, but what we're seeing is we're seeing a reflection of something else, somewhere else. So it can be flipped completely around. What does this mean? What am I doing? Why am I here? 12 years ago, do you want me to get into the story and tell you about the pizza man that came to the door and didn't deliver me pizza? It was a hamburger. Okay, first of all, just came on that they mentioned whiskey, okay? The high sky, the BC creation of the high sky. Remember relevance, okay? The psychiatry, they talk about relevance. In AD, we had BC and Christ was born. 1 times 4 and plus 4 is the power of 59, the power of Venus. Okay, inside of Venus is alpha, and 2 times 1, 2 plus 1. The minute you get 1 and you have this 9 that shows up is because of what happens to 2. 2 to the power of 3 BC creation. 2 times 2 times 2 creates 8, and inside 8 is the passage of 9. Inside 5, which is the creation of 1 and 4, or the IT system, 5 times 4, 5 plus 4, equals to 20 plus 9. Ciel in French says sky. In Wiskai, you have 95 and the reduced count of 32, which is the BC and freezing mark, because at 0 you freeze 6 on ice. Both sides crisscross, which is the X, 3 times 2 equals 6. Rum equals to 39 RU, like in Nibiru, and 18 and 21 outs in the 7th inning stretch, 6.5 innings. Not played, 6 innings played. Starting of the top of the 6th inning be the 0.5 of the inning, the top of the inning. So top and bottom, it's side to side in the field. Vodka, vo, to go. The O says water, but not in this relationship. There's no E and A. Okay, there's the O sounding in the creation of the BC world because W is the 23rd letter, and it is also the 7th gate and number 11. Because 2 times 3, 2 plus 3 will create 6 and 5, 11, and the 23rd hour is 11 o'clock. We have to understand the totality of creation because we live in it. It's a box. If we can understand today, yesterday, and tomorrow, today would be everything, and it would be, that's it. Anyways, vodka is 37 and 16. KA, ace king, big slick, right? BS, bullshit. Okay. We have a total of 53. We reduce to the numerological calculation of high-low, which means the reverse alphabet. We reduce both of these. Inside K is an area, and the K is 11. And in gematria, it shows the split of G and T. K is showing the split of G and T. A is another one, 1, 1, 1. Now this, according to the roulette, will show you 37 times 3, which is a representation of the word 10. But 10 in French will be solidified on the cross, where 39 the sky is the world to the right, and 35 electric company is the world to the spirit left, the passing gate. Because 7 games, win 4, you're on to the next series, unless you're playing a 1 game and it's a final, the final, whatever you want to call it. Inside a whiskey, it becomes 14 and 5 DNA, breaking and entering to earth in rum, and electric company, 15 and 8. 15 and 8 is the black ball, and 6, saying the 7th gate is at the vodka. So now we have to understand if the vodka is at the 7th gate, everybody knows the big word for vodka comes out of Russia, right? And then we're into Smirnoff, and then the kinds of vodkas and everything else that goes with it, and over time lost in translation. Myrrh is the US, and it is the rum. Alternate current, 39, rum. Myrrh, rum. It means the wall, okay? And wall also is referred to in loi and oil. Wall, law, oil. Myrrh, the myrrh in the word MER is also a representation of ENR, which is the electronic resident angel moved by the ocean, means the power up of the ocean controlled by the moon is moving the electronics in this world somehow, and it's focusing on the E world, A and I, and E and U. because of the numeric value of the words. 39, spirit sky, birth Venus. 39, spirit rise, rise inside Saturn. Don't forget 4 and 9, 3 and 9 becomes 2, 3, and 4, and this is your vibration. 9, 11 equals 9 and 2, 11 equals the 7th gate of a 2, which is the big red sun. 2 plus 2 minus 2 multiplied, bringing in 18 and 9. 3 multiplied, bringing in 27, the big red sun, bringing in the spirit heaven, 1 and 8. Although, okay, actually, I like to just say alpha birth, if you want to call it this way, or beta birth. But remember, 9 also represents the I letter, can be the one I, okay, that powers us all. It's controlling. Time 0, 57 is the moon. Since 57 is the moon, are we counting the 0? We go 3 to the left, 3 to the right, a total of 6, not counting the 0, meaning they both touch the 60 seconds. 57 and 3 and 57. 57 is the numerological number for the moon, just one moon. And when you split them up, we get 303. We put one more, it means we start at the countdown at the 3rd second. By the time we get to this second and count this second, we're over towards what number over here? Number 4, meaning we've left 3, 1, 3, and we're into the next one by the time we get to 7. That's why the chicken don't lay an egg on the 7th day. Now we're going to come up with this one here. Do you think it's a mistake that in Bugs Bunny, Elmer Fudd, EF initials, we have to keep it basic and layman, says you silly rabbit? SIC is an actual word for saying also yes, and in French it's we. S and I, okay, and the expression for I in French is sounding like an E for an I and an I for an E. S and I actually is 51, standing for Mars, in which 5 and 1 holds the vibration of 2, 3, and 4. Now there's a whole scenario that happens in all of this. So you silly wabbit, okay, brings the R letter to a W, which is number 23, telling me that A and R, or 1 and 8, which is the cube everybody knows. Here it is, 1 and 8. Everybody knows it's 2 and 7. This is the beginning that goes inside of this, creating the only dice, boom, on this angle, boom, separation between 1 and 1. 3 is the separation between 1 and 1. Above and below, 1 and 1. High, low, butterflies. Right, Mary? My number 1 fan. Are they blowing? My number 1 fan. I wrote this down. My number 1 fan pushing air. Number 1 fan is blowing. What do you call that? Raising the bar. So let's go on to the next numeric value. And inside the next numeric values, we have Archie, which is your H, your R, creation heaven, I and E. Now, all of these is 9 to 5, 9 to 5, E-I-E-I-O. It's the farm, and it is whatever you want to call it. If you want to call it the beat, we'd have to all discuss this together. Let's go back into how come I'm getting too much light into my camera. Inside of here, what is this? We're going to have to go. This is, again, I was going to explain this, and I think I'm just going to stay here. If you'd like to stay with me, take a break. When we start to divide between the high and the low, meaning, okay, that 8, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Do not look at the in-betweens. I will explain everything. I always say that 88 is Pegasus and splitting the skies, okay? And we get to 88 because the reverse alphabet of S and H is, that's right, 19, 1 and 9 equals 10, 1 plus 0 equals 1, 8, 8, and 8. Do we have another area that this shows up? At the same time, when we minus the 19, we get 1 and 1 gematria split, and it shows when a big red sun, 8 and 1 becomes 7 and 9, the birth gate, 8 and 1. 1 plus 9 is 10, 8 and 1. When you add these up, although it's 18, this becomes 6. Where did this come from? I'm a little mixed up on how I put the 20 here, so let's not look at this 20 because I thought 1 plus 9 is 20, but obviously I made some mistake, so let's cross that off. 10 plus 8 is 18. 10 minus 8 is 2. 2 and 9, that is your birth sky. Okay, your birth sky. Which birth sky? In 39, the birth sky of Saturn. Venus birth sky. I'm not sure exactly how that works, but it comes out of there and transfers from one side to the other side. Okay, you have 6 and 21, so this you will reduce 2. When you reverse it, there is 0 over here, 0 over here. It reduces 2. That means 20, okay? 7 and 20 will create the reverse. It'll be T and G. The T and G are the reverse exact mountains in your gematria. Do you follow what I'm saying? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 up, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 down, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and keep going up. And the height of the mountain is 13, and 7 is in the center. I'm just going to show you real easy. 1, 7, and 1, and 1, and here it goes. 1 over to 7, 6 all the way down to 7, all the way down to 1. Then we cross over here, and we can keep going up. See the way it creates a stair? Or we go up to here, 7, and we go all the way down. Which way are we going to do it? Do we go up to 7, all the way up to 1, and then we take that 1 and we go all the way down? And then we create the other 7 over here, leaving this one as T, leaving this one as G. Depends which design we're going to do. This is what I do. I design all these things, and then we have to go over. If I design it this way, okay, this is that separation for the Star of David and the hexagon. And then you add 33 butterflies on the outside. The pen is not working. Then we're going to create M&Ms on the outside, the 2 V's, and you have your Volkswagen if you want, and this is your separation star right over here. You do it underneath, you have that star. Now, the thing is, in roulette, the actual separation is like this. In numbers, okay, they're square, but in roulette, it shows you they're 2 by 3 minimum areas. They're not 2 by 2 or 3 by 3, they're 2 by 3 minimum. Do you follow what I'm saying? And this line in between is 17 to 1. Right? A and G, that's your piano gateway. This one over here is 8 to 1 because those are what the odds pay. Now, we have 7, 20, 8, and 19. What's special about 8 and 19 is it creates the high heaven, artificial intelligent birth of the high. 8 and 9 is 72, and that creates your 1/4. 19 and 8 is 27, but the multiple, okay, of 9 times 8 is 72. Now, obviously, I should be talking about let's not get into that. 1 plus 8, let's not get into that. I went a little bit too deep, so let's leave that out. So what we're going to do here now, this reduces 1 plus 9 equals 10. It reduces 1 only. Okay, value of 10. So it reduces 27, then it becomes 18, and then it becomes 9. That's what this one does. The letter S does all of that. When you go to the letter R, 8 and 9 are the same connecting letters. It doesn't do that anymore. This becomes 9. You multiply it, it's 81. That is the highest number you can get. Venus is number 81, and the short count for Venus, we're not going to talk about it right now, but I have to. V equals 2, U equals 4, E equals nothing, N equals 1, U equals 2, so 2 and 2 is 4, and S equals 2, so that's 6. So Venus will equal to 8118 and 8127. So both 18 and 27 are inside of this number. Do you know why? Because it reduces once and twice. First it reduces down to 10 and then down to 1. So it creates 18 and 27. And the S letter is one of the only letters. Do I have it over here? The S letter is the only letter right here that reduces twice. So there's a 1 and a 2, or 21, that comes into A and I. And we all know that inside 9 numbers, the center is 1 area with 5. On the telephone, there's 9 numbers. We're going to use the square pad. We're not going to use the dial pad for round. We're going to use the square. Okay, we have to get into it. We have to discuss what the differences are. 9 and 18 will create 27. We'll create 0. We'll create minus 27 if you want to go that way, but it's 27 and 9. This will create when a big red sun in I. 9, 11 between 8 and 9. Isn't that funny? The way they come together creates low count 2 and 9. High count 99. That's Jupiter. S and R. When you have the R letter in the A family, A plus R equals to 19S. 18, 8 and 10, or 18 and 2 becomes 20 and 16. That's where I got this number from, 2016. 5 times 4, 4 times 4, right out of the sun. 8 and 16 creates 8 and 7, the seventh gate. 1 times 6, 1 plus 6, the spirit is 76. Bringing one spirit through 6 through the seventh gate. When you add this, it becomes 4 times 4, 4 plus 4, and creates a scenario of this word over here. 4 times 4 is 16P, 4 plus 4, H equals I. It actually says fig, because plus and minus. So you have the P high sky. 9 and 9, this creates your red sun eye birth, 27 and 3. And when you have your birth, okay, the September 30th, okay, plus 3 days, 273 days makes 91 times 3, September 30th. Add 4 more days into October, October 4th, and it's funny, it's my birthday, creates the actual I into the month, because you can't go 3 days. A full week is 7 days, although it ends at 3 days into the last week of September. But October 4th is the ending date for 277 days. Anyways, it's actually 280 days for having the whole circle scoop of that period of time of birth, the whole 9 months, the whole 9 yards, right? Here you have 10 and 17. This is breaking and entering into Earth, the E world, the B and E world. 5 times 2, 5 plus 2, create 10 and 7, 17. We're not showing the 7 because it is the difference. Inside here, you now get 1, okay, and 8. This one over here. Inside here, this becomes 16 and 17 becomes 1 and 33. Command of the Christ, 33. Mass in Christmas. And Jesus comes out of this word over here. 52 reverses to the seventh gate on top of each other and creates the word Christ inside this one here. B and E, the Q letter, A and G, the gateway, the spirit gateway. 16 and 7 creates 7 and 8, which is the passage, the gateway to the heaven, and 7 and 8 shows up right over here. Out of 8 and 19, artificial intelligence of the heaven, 198. 9 and 8 is 17 plus 1 is 18. This is very confusing because I see what's happening in all these letters, and I can't exactly explain the way I need to. But we also have to understand what I'm doing and why I'm doing it here, because I is the one that ends it. There's only 1, okay? 1 through 8, there's going to be 2, okay? 2, when it reverses, when you reverse it, you reduce by 18. All the way 1 through 8, you reduce by the 18. The minute you hit 9, you only reduce 9. 9 through 18 will reduce 9. When you get to 19 again, it goes back over here. So 9 is the only one. Do you follow what I'm saying? 10, okay, is not the same, because this will rise to 16 and will nullify all the other numbers. We'll play between 10 and 16, the same way we play between 20 and 26. All zeros equal 6. 20 becomes 26, as I showed you over here. Plus and minus equals 33, and artificial intelligence 19. We have 20 and 19 equals 39, the combined sky. 7 and 8 is 15, which is Mars. 151, which is 33 times 47, time of Jesus. Okay, when it is added up to another number cycle, and that other number cycle is a total of 80. 47 and 33 is 80 times 47 equals 3760. Okay, if I got that right, then that will be the time of 0 AD BC, in between time. So we go down to over here, and since 1 and 1 are together, and since 1 and 6 are together, this is a special area. 2705, it is the E world, because of the minus. It is 2 and 7 again towards the sun. This is 1 and 8. None of these make the 2 and 7 until big red sun is made by this one over here. Minus and plus 57 creates the moon. Minus and plus creates 0, 2, 20. And the passage of the moon. This number here multiplied and added is 3. Multiplied and added is 13. It becomes 3 and 4 in the DC world. DC passes through this number over here, because that's what the numbers do. And that's the end of the numbers, but wait. In French, this will say 10 and then the 9. This will say 10 and then the 8. 10 and 9 will be 37 and neuf, N-E-U-F. Neuf, the word in French, says birth egg. Ne, œuf, birth egg. 8 is the light in 2 and 1 because of the numeric fashion, saying this number over here is silver spirit. Silver in matrix is 8558, and also is the word he, is the IT system 5 times 4, 5 plus 4, creating this, and hue equaling light, hue equals to 29, and IT equals to 29 equals to 58, or 1111. 17, or holding of the scepter of time. So if it was a minus, that would be 17 would be 3, 18 would be 2, coming of the Venus world, and 19 will be 1. 19, 18, 17 will be a reverse of 1, 2, 3, A, B, C. Inside of 17 equals 8, 18 equals 9, and 19 equaling to 1. It'll be 189, this number over here. Remember 189, it's a special number with the Mayans. 189, I don't remember why. 189, I don't remember why. And it's also the split of 189 of 18 and 9, what we spoke about right over here. 18 and 9 equals to 27, plus and minus. That is your birth inside the red sun of creation. Now, since you have 3, 1, 2, 3, okay, add 12 to each one. 1 becomes 13, becomes 4. 2 becomes 14, becomes 5, and 3 becomes 15, becomes 6, becomes 4, 5, and 6 equals to the Federation. Let me do that again. 1 plus 12, 2 plus 12, 3 plus 12 equals to 13, and 11 equals to 14 plus 10, and equals to 15 plus 9. And the reason for this, okay, is because it's 0, 1. So add this, all zeros equals 6, add 6. It becomes either 61, 62, 63. Saturn moons, the Queen, Venus moons, and the moons of Jupiter. Equal to Mars 6 and 9 rotation, equals to your DNA and breaking and entering an Earth, equals to the communication of the cat. 613 are the laws of Moses. Point for the extra point, 6 points for the touchdown, 3 for the convert. 3 is always in 1 and 2, and the game of craps will tell you 1 and 2 is 56, that's F, that's creation of. 5 and 6, 11. 5 times 6 equals 30, 41. And it's ABC, 3 times ABC, 107 times 3. ABC, 123, 41 times 3. So this scenario over here is because it's 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3 becomes 0, 7, 0, 8, 0, 9, becomes 67, 68, 69. So now this becomes 61 and 67. This becomes 62 and 68. 6 and 2 is 8. 8 and 6 is 14. 6 and 2 is 8. 6 and 8 is 14. 8 and 14. 14 is a green ball, gives you your DNA. It becomes 8 and 5. 8 and 5 reverses to come back onto this side. Where did we have that number 85? Over here. And it becomes the light of the IT system. When you see this, this is the Jesus time on the cross, gateway of 20. And these are the 2 numeric values for gematria. This is the red sun when you play pool. This will be the purple sky when you play pool, the 4 and the 12. Where Pegasus comes in connecting skies on 88. And I saw something today that shows the pig, the 1 antenna pig, the ham radio that needs 1 antenna picking up the 2 sides. Ham radio. 63 and 69, this becomes 9, this becomes 6. This becomes 8, this becomes 5, this becomes 7, this becomes 4. And that's where Jesus comes in. 7, 4, time on the cross. Spirit of 76, 61 moons on Saturn, communication of the cat, 1 and 3, alternate current. This one over here, so let me mark this down. That's not working. This one becomes 1 and 3. This becomes 2 and 3. This one becomes 3 and 3. And then this scenario, okay, 1 and 12, 2 and 12, 3 and 12, it becomes 1 and 3, 2 and 3, 3 and 3. This is where the mass comes in. And the rotation is 69, 5 and 1 is 6, out of Mars, and 9 times 6 is 54, creating that sun. Separation and communication, the seventh gate out. Coming in and going out, because the game of craps expresses all these numbers and the odds. So what do you think creation is perfect? It's just like creating a computer-based format for everything in existence. And what happens is the same thing that happens when you play the games. It's just what they show you and what they don't show you. Anyways, for now, Raphael, 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. When you open up the book, the center is only sticking the pages together. And that's what I'm doing. Raphael, thank you for watching. I will answer those questions on that schematic. My last piece to say is I have one more piece, Sheena Livingston. I have that one piece still to finish off. And then I'm going to be getting on to Rocks to Earth Spinner commented, can you do me one on the fine structure constant? I've looked at it. I completely am so lost to it. So like I said again, the minute I look at it again, I'm going to do as basic as I could until my mind starts to open it up. I got to go over and over to see whatever and however it is. But right now, all I saw was the heartbeat. So I would just say, so anyways, let's not speak anymore. Raphael, 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus, coming to you from the only house of paint, designed from creation. Thank you for watching this video.